Here's a look at two of my tarps. Integral Design Tarp 2. It's an 8x10. It says 16 ounces, but just a little over 15. Integral Design 8x5 silt tarp. 7 ounces. 7-ounce shelter. Size of a soda can. A couple of guy lines. Some stakes. I have some lighter stakes, but they're packed away in storage right now. So I'm going to use these for the setup. Also requires the use of some sticks or your trekking poles. Very quick, very simple A-frame. Simple A-frame in the front, just tack down in the back. Of course, you want the wind coming from this direction, come up over you. There we go, that's a lot better. You can get the pitch really tight. It was a lifesaver when it was at Catalina in the wind. Got loads of room back there. So I just got it tacked here, here, here. This isn't even necessary, but if it's raining, you do want this. Here and here. And 8 feet long, 5 feet wide. More than enough room for myself, my pack, my gear. I could even use my little single burner stove near the front here in high wind or rain to get out of it. Ultralight backpacking. You can tie this up to a tree, keep this off you even further. But there's probably about 10 inches in between me and the top. A lot of configurations you can do with a tarp like this. Being 7 ounces, maybe it's 8. Maybe it's 8 ounces, but 8 ounces for shelter almost fit in your pocket. The 8x10, same maker. Really light, really water repellent. It doesn't come completely sealed, but it does come with the silicone to do it with. Just make sure you put on real light. Okay, you want to lay it out with the 10 foot coming across this way, the 8 foot going back. You want to stake these two back, not the corner loops, not the center loop, but the middle ones, here and here. Watch. Keep the tension from one to the other. Pull this corner loop even with the back. This corner even with that back. About the same distance here, same parallel line. Take your checking pole, center loop. Open that up. Put your guy line out front. Make your adjustments at that time. Pull out these sides. Kick this under. Kick that under. Okay, I brought these out quite a bit, about another 12 inches. Made it a lot more efficient in shedding rain. You got a slight gap on here, but you don't want to worry about that. Wind come over there, like in my Go-Lite Shangri-La. It's not too much of a bother unless it's really heavy, high winds, in which case you could also tack this down, put yourself some dirt up against this or whatever you want. But if you're going ultralight, you really can't beat these two tarps. You got loads of room. 8x10 tarp. You can sleep 3 or in an emergency 4 easily. One, 2, 3, really easy. Or 1, with your cooking pot, make dinner in the rain. Keep in mind that silt tarp catches fire pretty easy, so you don't want to use a wood stove or an open fire, but a low flame, you'll be fine. Keep it close to the ventilated area. The seam is sealed really well using the seam sealer they give you. You don't want to overdo it. They give you a really small brush. Just put a coat on there and just take your finger and run it over so you smash it up into the seam, into each hole. This one doesn't leak at all. You got this center. You can lash that up. You can make similar to the Go-Lite Shangri-La. A lot smaller, but using no poles, just guy lines and a tree. You can use a stick in place of this trekking pole, but it works quite well. See you guys in the next one. Oh, make sure and leave comments and rating. Tell me what I'm doing wrong if I'm doing something wrong. Tell me what if I'm doing right if I'm doing something right. Tell me if there's something you want to see. Some of my gear from past videos that you'd like to take a look at. Have reviewed or whatever. I know buying gear, you're a little leery on what to buy because you buy something, then you have it, and then you see something, oh, I should have bought that instead. Well, if I have it, and I haven't shown it, I'll gladly show it to you. So I'll see you guys in the next one.